Hello, 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 hello. Welcome. I'm going to give it just a minute as we settle in. So, hello. So today we're just going to ponder what we call the yamas. The yamas. I'm not going to go into the big picture because I don't know if everybody comes every day. So we'll just keep it separate. But that's what we're going to talk about. So, hi, I'm Kim Wade, and I am the founder of Inner Gaze Yoga and the wild women's group Inner Circle. And I teach people how to use yoga, not just do it. You know, how to use these ancient practices that are really so beneficial. If we can think about yoga, it's not just getting on the mat and doing triangle pose, right? The point of yoga is to know yourself, is to know who you are, to be self-reflective. And so if we just follow the path that these seers before us laid out, we are going to be living lives full of freedom, free in our bodies, free in our minds, free in our spirits. Doesn't mean that we're always perfect, that life is great, or we never have any aches or pains. It just means that we are walking the path of Dharma. We are walking in service. We are walking in integrity. We are walking aligned with our values, with the way we're truly showing up. And so I just so often will feel so grateful that I know about yoga because it's already done. I don't have to recreate the wheel, right? So today, as I said, is the yamas and the niyamas. And the one we're talking about today is called ahimsa, which means non-aggression. And if you saw the title of this piece today, it's called Embracing Your Inner Bully. So that's the pondering today, is this inner bully. So I want you to think about that for a second, because as soon as I say the word bully, it sort of gets us a little bit riled up, right? Now, ahimsa is one of the first yamas, and it basically is saying that we all have violence. We all have violent natures somehow, whether we are beating somebody up, whether we are putting someone down, whether we're judging someone, whether we're stepping on a bug or killing a fly, or anytime we're violent, which is human nature, right? If we're not evolved, then bringing attention to that. Do I really want to be violent, aggressive, antagonistic? But today what I want to talk about on a little bit different of a level is the idea that this inner bully, right? This inner bully can be embraced, right? This inner bully can be embraced. And I'm going to tell you a quick story of how this came up to me. I was studying archetypes with some girlfriends of mine recently, and won't go into all the details, but I had a dream, blah, 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 and I came into seeing a wasp. Okay, I had a little interaction with a couple of wasps on different days, just like they were trying to tell me something. So I looked it up. And I recommend you look it up, what a wasp symbolizes, because they will attack if attacked, right? But they are in protective mode. That's what they're there for, is to be protective of their queen, of their community, of themselves, right? They're not going out and punching people, right? They're not being violent just to be mean. They are embracing their inner bully if things come too close, right? And that's all what we're doing. So instead of thinking about it like I typically would do, like try not to be violent, be peaceful, all that stuff, I'm asking you today to do it a little bit different, embracing this inner bully. How do you do that? How do you do that? So if you're in my inner circle, and this is the month of October, we are decluttering our thoughts. We're getting to know what we think about. And I highly recommend the inner circle if you want to be in a community of people doing these ponders. Then go to my website and look it up, innergazeyoga.com. It's the Wild Women's group. But even if you're not in the group, you can ponder this idea that this voice inside your head that tells you you're not good enough, that tells you you shouldn't get up in front of that person and give a speech, tells you that that person is not going to respond when you say I love you. The person that sort of holds you back, that inner toxic voice, that negative commentary that's going on all the time, that bully is trying to protect you. But you don't need that protection, right? You don't need that protection. So instead, what I recommend for my kids, for my clients, for myself, is that we turn to this voice that keeps telling you you could have done better. You're not enough. You shouldn't have done that. You wish you would have done that. You don't know what you're doing. I want you to turn to that voice, that aggressive, violent, mean bully that's constantly bombarding you with you're not good enough. Turn to it and say, I love you, or I see you, or I know you're trying to protect me, but I'm okay. I'm okay. And bring it closer gently than anything else. What do you think about that ponder? So it's 2 steps. Number 1, what does this bully inside your head tell you all day long? What are the things it's going on and on and on about it? Picking on you, putting you down, deflating you, pulling out the cord whenever you feel a little bit proud. Like, what is this voice saying? Write it out. We call it in our decluttering month, that's the junk, right? Junk that's serving you in no way. And then ponder today this idea that it's trying to protect you. The bully inside your head is trying to keep you safe from making a fool of yourself, from taking a risk where you could possibly die, it thinks in your mind, right? And embrace it. I'm okay. I know you're trying to protect me. I know, little wasp, right? You think I'm going to hurt you, but I'm not. And have a moment where your peace and your loving nature and your kindness turns to the bully with sweetness, and give it a hug. Okay? That's my ponder. If you want to play with this and jump on the yoga mat, I have drop-in classes. You could try 1 or 2 classes. You could join my Keep Your Light On yoga series and make yoga every day a healthy habit, or you could ponder some of the stuff in the inner circle. Okay? Tomorrow we will jump on the YouTube Live again for a ponder on the 2nd Yama. There's 5 total, and I will see you then. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for keeping your light on and being a seeker in this world. Deep bows to you all. Namaste. Namaste.